A couple weeks ago, I made a video encouraging you to tell my parents what you think of my channel, and hopefully giving them some peace of mind that I wasn't as incendiary in my commentary as they originally thought. I thought nearly all of your responses were great. Some of them were very creative. Even the ones that told tall tales about me were very funny, and of course taken in the spirit in which they were intended. Here are a few of my favorites. My personal favorite was from Manny44, but I could have picked 20 that genuinely made me laugh. Those of you that came to my blog TV shows are all obsessed with furries for some reason. I don't get that at all, but it is hilarious. You're all crazy. So my mom wrote a note that she wanted me to share with everyone. My dad read it too, and of course agrees with her, per the husbandly requirements we husbands are all bound by. My mom is an excellent writer, and I think she conveyed a lot of interesting points that I think, with us living much of our lives in the internet age, we may miss in this kind of discourse. The note reads as follows. To Zaunstar's friends and subscribers, thank you very much for all your comments, the good, the wonderful, funny, and unfortunate. By the way, past the 6th decade, we don't shock easily. It gave us a fair sampling of Zaunstar's audience, enough to quell our concerns about his tackling some of the most incendiary topics around. Not so long ago, our generation was generally advised to avoid discussion of politics and religion, unless running for office, in church, or safely with the like-minded. Fast-forwarding to the present, plenty has changed, though not completely or everywhere. The net as a social venue is strictly optional. No one is a captive audience, for one thing. We subscribe, read or watch, or change the channel. Even so, we've been surprised to see verbal riots break out over politics, when this rears its head among groups as benign, say, as dog breed fanciers or birders. Before the last presidential election, when the topic was inevitable, one of us saw our comments actually censored by a group moderator for only giving reasoned support for the wrong candidate. We're talking about age-mature, well-educated people whose life experience still did not equip them to handle differences of opinion. We were also told many boards don't even allow these subjects in their forums, since it often leads to animosity and flaming. So when we saw our son targeting related issues, yes, we thought about it. What we found here is a tremendous variety of voices and opinions, so many worth hearing for the time we have, but we're not complaining. YouTube's a peculiarly, wonderfully democratic place, where everyone has a place to dock and everyone a say. We like it, and we're coming back. As for our son, we think he fits in well too. Many thanks again to those of you with such good words to say on his behalf. While we've always been proud of him and his sister for the independent-thinking individuals they are, we also credit many fortunate circumstances having nothing to do with us. We're in a position to say, for example, that our Zaunstar was born a Sunny Chatterbox by a random toss of the genetic deck. We didn't order it up. It was a gift whether or not one believes in the giver, so we can stand back and admire them as we might anyone, separate entities shaped by chance at the outset, shaped again by a different culture than the one we experienced growing up, seeing their particular gifts and challenges, as with others, as our own. There clearly being an unlimited number of these to go around, we think it a good thing that they can be shared here. Wishing you all the best, Mr. and Mrs. Zaunstar. Thanks, Mom and Dad, and thanks again, everyone, and a big thank you for helping me reach 1,500 subscribers as well, which I just reached last week. I feed off your support like a chunky kid feeds off a milkshake.